All right, what can you do when you're not motivated for the gym? This is a very spontaneous podcast, and the reason for that is, well, I struggled with motivation myself. Today it was so difficult, and I even thought about skipping the gym for a second. Obviously I didn't. I just came back from the gym. But the thing is, we're not always motivated. Not me, not professional athletes, not even those who train for the Olympics. Probably you neither. Otherwise you wouldn't watch this video, this podcast, right? So super important that you actually acknowledge that. And let me tell you, it's normal that you don't always feel super motivated. Now, I'm going to share you 5 tips that I just used myself to get to the gym, to get energy up, and get motivated to work out. Now, first and most important thing is that you actually know why you're doing this, right? Having a goal. If you don't have a goal, then, well, it's high time to set one. One task I do with all my clients, I ask them, okay, what is your goal? Why do you want to achieve that? 2 things, all right? What's your goal and why you want to achieve that? Write it down on a piece of paper and take it with you all the time. And this is super important because if you don't know why you're doing this, then obviously motivation is going to be low, right? It's like if I told you go to work, but you don't know why, like you wouldn't enjoy it. Most people, unfortunately, they work to get a salary, to make a living. Well, at least that's motivation, right? I really hope that you have also other motivation that's kind of fulfilling, but that's another discussion here. You need to have a goal. You need to know why you're doing this, all right? Otherwise, you will not have motivation, right? And this is something I cannot do for you. It's on you. You need to sit down. What is your goal? Write it down. Write down your whys and be very specific with those. And if those reasons are strong enough, then I dare to say you will never have problems with motivation. Because let's say you have some kind of family history where everyone has diabetes. So you know, okay, you need to be careful. You need to work out. Then it's a very strong why, right? Another case, let's say you're overweight and you want to lose 20 kilograms because you don't feel comfortable in your skin anymore. And you don't dare to take off your shirt maybe. You feel uncomfortable at the beach when you're at the, vacation with your family. Write those things down. These are individual reasons, obviously. And again, I cannot do it for you. Like every person has different goals and reasons, but it's super important that you know why you do that. So the first tip is know your why, write it down. Also, if you know why you're doing this and know where you're going, but this doesn't hype you up, if you read it, yeah, minus 10 kilograms is the goal, getting leaner is the goal. I do this because, well, my parents have diabetes. I do this because I don't feel comfortable. If this doesn't hype you up, then it's time to change it. Then the reasons are not strong enough, right? These need to be very specific reasons why you don't feel okay with the current situation, why you want to work out. And if you read it, then it should literally hype you up. Actually, if you have a strong enough why, then it's all you need to get you going to the gym, all right? Second tip is that you build a game plan, right? Now, as you know your why and your goal, then you need to put it into little actionable steps. So if you want to lose 10 kilograms, then maybe this action game plan is going to the gym 3 times a week, strength training, right? Because we want to lose body fat and not muscle. And then maybe you go once for a run. So these are your goals. Now, if these workouts are scheduled on your calendar and today's training day, well, it's time to go to the gym and hit it, right? Because now it's already Friday and you want still get 2 workouts in. Now it's maybe not optimal to Saturday and Sunday. So you need to do one today, one on Sunday, then you're good. Point I'm making here, you need to know how you get to this goal, right? You cannot just think of, oh, I want to lose 10 kilograms, but I don't have a game plan. This doesn't work, right? Workout plan, training plan, have that in place, all right? Third tip is to surround yourself with athletes. Why? Because athletes have this crazy discipline, they have this crazy mindset. I'm talking about professional athletes. I had the pleasure of working out with like a professional gymnast, with Taekwondo, Olympian. I think she won silver, if I'm not mistaken. This was all in Thailand. And I just loved being around them. There's this energy, and they show up, and they just are there at the gym no matter what, right? Whether they feel a little sick, whether they have some pain, whether they have a good day, bad day, they show up. And if you surround yourself with those people, you automatically become one of them, kind of, right? It doesn't mean you're becoming an Olympian just by being surrounded by them, but you get the same mindset. You see, oh, this is how hard they push themselves. Maybe I also need to push myself a little bit more, right? If you don't have athletes around you, right? Maybe then it's a specific gym that has like motivated people. Maybe surround yourself with entrepreneurs that are just in very good physical shape, because they're obviously doing their things. They're doing the workout, they're doing the diet. And if you surround yourself with those people, then you realize, okay, those guys here, they also have a lot of things to do. They also have a lot of stress, but they make time to work out and they eat healthy. So it's kind of a sign, okay, if they can do it, I can do it too, right? Surround yourself with positive people who are healthy and motivate you to do this as well. Fourth tip here, use a pre-workout routine, maybe even a pre-workout supplement. So my routine is usually, when I know I go to the gym, I do my pre-workout supplement, a little pre-workout booster with caffeine. If you work out at night, then I wouldn't do caffeine, not recommended at all, because then you won't be able to sleep. But it's kind of something I do here in front of the computer, have my pre-workout, and I already know, okay, now in 20 minutes, I'm going to the gym, and then it's go time, right? Because I find it very difficult when I'm, doing some work, maybe writing, and then from one second to the other, I should go to the gym. My body, my mind just needs some time to make this happen. So my suggestion that you have some kind of routine, maybe it's listening to music that hypes you up. Maybe it's having a coffee, right, before the gym. Maybe it's watching a motivational video. What do I know? Maybe it's listening to a podcast, right? There's also something I do, by the way. When I walk to the gym, I listen to something very positive, like a podcast. And this always hypes me up. Right now, I listen to The Compound Effect, like the audiobook, for like the 5th time or so. It's one of my all-time favorite books. Shout out to Darren Hardy. Like, I love his content. So this is something I do every time I know, my motivation is not too high. I listen to this audiobook, have my pre-workout, walk to the gym, and then it's go time. 5th and last tip here. You need to know that motivation comes after action. So what do I mean? People sometimes think all they need is some motivation and then they go to the gym. I actually had a conversation with someone just a few days ago, and he said he doesn't actually work out at all. And I asked why, and his response, right now I'm not motivated. Okay, so this guy is literally waiting for motivation. Maybe tomorrow, maybe in a week, maybe in a year, maybe never, so he will never work out, right? And I'm like, is this really like what he's saying? The motivation just comes out of the blue and says, oh, here, motivation, now gym time. Obviously not. Obviously not. Here's the thing. You execute, you go to the gym, you feel good, you see results, you feel your body changing, and guess what happens? Yes, momentum. Yes, motivation. Yes, it keeps you going. But it is very, very important to understand. Action comes before motivation. Like today, I didn't want to go to the gym. So what did I do? My pre-workout ritual, right? Okay, doing that. I looked at my goals. So here on my computer. I'm doing that. I even watched a motivational YouTube video of Greg Plitt, kind of one of the first fitness influencers like someone who really impacted my life. So I'm watching that, feeling good, right? Then I go to the gym, I work out, and guess what happens? I'm now so motivated that I can even record a podcast. 2 hours ago, I wouldn't have thought about that. I wouldn't have thought about doing a podcast because I was like, gym, and I'm a bit sore and everything is hurting, and I thought about skipping. But then I went, and you see, I feel better, I feel more energized, I'm proud that I went. Discipline, right? Discipline is what you need, what you want to build up. Because I know if I won't go today, right? I said I'm going to work out 5 times a week, and then I only go 4 times. What happens? It's not actually like you'll get a great result with 4 workouts, don't get me wrong. But if I have to go working out 5 times and I only go 4, it will hurt me. I feel disappointed, right? And the next time, when I again say 5 times a week, I'm probably okay with 4 times because I already did it once. And then maybe another week, I say I go 6 times. But in my unconscious mind, I already know it's going to be 5 because I'm not even believing myself anymore. And this is something that you want to avoid. And this is why discipline is so important. This is why you need to go, whether you feel like it or not. This is why I tell you right away, you shouldn't just go on based on motivation or not. You should go no matter what. Because if you can do that, then you build up momentum, you build up discipline. And again, if you go nevertheless, no matter how you feel, you will eventually become more motivated. Just like Nike always says, just do it. Just do it. It's actually that simple. You need to do it and you will feel motivated. Don't wait for motivation. Don't, because it will not happen. All right. So I hope you got something out of this short podcast here. Quickly recap. Remember your goal. Remember your why. Structure how you get there. Have a game plan. Have a workout plan. Have a diet plan. 3, surround yourself with athletes. Find a gym with motivating people and go there, right? Because this will hype you up, I'm sure. Number 4, have a pre-workout ritual, a pre-workout supplement, or some uplifting music, or coffee. And then the 5th is more of a, acknowledgement. Action becomes for motivation. So all you need to do is just do it. That was it for today. Hope to see you in the next one. And I don't want to stay motivated. I want to stay disciplined, right? Let's go.